is the source of all creation itself. God is not a he and not a she. God is not independent of you. God is the totality of everything. God is present in everything. So when conscious people or spiritual people or enlightened people or whatever word you'd like to use, when they speak or reference the God self inside them, they're not talking about the personal self. They're referring to the expression of God that's within, the God that rests within them. It's the verb, it's the energy, not the noun. When you believe God is a noun, a person, a place, or a thing, you separate yourself from God and immediately become a limited being. This is how the mind sees our physical world. We've come here to enjoy the physical, to evolve, to learn, to grow, and many of us have been here before. But this is how the mind sees us in the physical world. This is how we've been trained to see ourselves, limited, small, separate from God. You have a physical identity, learned ideas and concepts and perceptions and the mind can support your wildest dreams. Or as many of us do, it can limit ourselves based on how we perceive ourselves. This is a very small part of the wisdom that we've integrated from many, many generations, okay? Part 3. The mind is the shaper, the molder of your perspective and your focus and your beliefs and your thoughts in this 3D world. It's your state of mind that supports your experience, your beliefs, your thoughts, and your emotions, that shape your consciousness, that form a signature energy that attracts experiences to your life. When you master your mind, when you can be more in your heart and calm the mind, you bring things differently into your life, you interact differently, you have a different perspective, everything begins to change. Instead of being in your head, as they say, and acting from old misguided beliefs that we've been taught. Okay, the mind creates an identity, and this identity is very, very real to the mind. Why am I telling you all this? Because this wisdom, these are the beginning steps to how I work with people, how I love to inspire and train and speak to people about how anything can change. And it's where it all started from me. I've removed so many obstacles from my life, from a traumatic upbringing, where I viewed myself as much less of a being than I am. Okay? And we all are. We're all amazing beings.